at the end of over number 12. It's a 20-20 affair as skipper Sean Qureshi would be bowling to the batter, Zain. He is on 49. And we can't say it enough, he would have represented on the world stage for Canada in the under-19 tournament. This time he's turning it around the corner. That's his 50. And he raises the bat now for his 50. And he's been applauded by his teammates, and he's applauded by his opponent as well. So that's good for cricket. Although they're playing against him, it was a well-played 50. He got a chance when he was on 48. But no fault of his own. The score here goes up to 102 for the loss of 1 wicket. This time he's down the leg side. He's hitting this one in the air. There's a man down there, but just to retrieve, because that one goes all the way over the boundary for 6. So that was sweetly timed there by Harris. And he now races up to 45 from some 33. Delivers. So 108 it is for 1. Another full delivery on the legs. The batsman did not do too much with that. He plays it out to the square leg. Knocks it down, sends the ball back into the wicket keeper. One more to the total, 109. So Zain batting on 50. Looks around the field, comes into strike. Qureshi now is going to be bowling over the wicket. Different angle. And this time he's hitting this one in the air, and he's going to go all the way for 6. It's a slug sweep shot that goes to the cow corner. And 6 for his effort. So again, he's going to get the wheels turning. We would have seen 2 centuries in this tournament so far. And I'm sure that young Zain would be probably eyeing the 3-figure mark. The overs would not be a problem. We still have some 7 overs and 2 deliveries in which to do that. So he goes up to 56. And he's playing this one sweetly timed, inside out, and he goes for 6. So Zain has quickly raced up to 62, having given a life on 48. He is making good use. And he's coming after Qureshi. He's hitting down the track. And I don't think anyone would catch that, not even Usain Bolt. But it was aerial going back to the bowler, but Qureshi did not make an effort to take his return catch. It would have been a brilliant one. So Sean has been proven to be a bit expensive. His 2 overs has gone for some 35 runs. So he's the captain of the national US team that is on display here. It's a select team, but in the meantime, Sohan Bat is flighting nicely, but this one has been driven. A bit aerial, but it goes out to the man in the deep. Long off, who knocks it down. In the meantime, the batters would have crossed for a single. So Canada is motoring along at 126 for 1. We're into over number 14. This time he's nicely flighted again. He picks it on the full, and he's placing it just exactly where he wanted to. So Zain is picking his spot, and he's motoring along. So that's 4. It was a carpet drive. He was flighted over pitch. He danced into it, using his feet nicely there, and caught up with it on the full and placed it away from any fielder. He goes up to 70. This one is flat and playing it back along the track on the onside. He's going to get one for this as the man in the deep, long on boundary runs in, effects the stop, and limits the batsman to a single. But it was a nice flowing on drive. So I'm very, very impressed with Zain. He bats good. This time he's coming after the young Sohan bat. And the batsman was looking for two, but good work in the deep there by the fielder. Running in from the long off region, limited the batsman to one. Score race. Race is up to 131 for one. 132. And it's going inside out, and he's going out to the man in the deep. Would he take the catch? No, he spills it. And how unlucky this young 14-year-old would be. What does he have to do to get his first wicket? In his previous over, we saw Zain being let off when he was on 48. And now again, Zain has been let off when he was on 71. So Harris now comes into strike. He plays it back along the track on the onside, and the ambles through for a single as we come to the end of over number 14. So Harris is on 49, and he is probably eagerly waiting to get to his half century. So he's on 49. He's having a chit-chat there with Zain. Zain looking good. He's on 72, and I'm sure he's riding his luck. He would have given 2 lives. And as Victor just whispered in my ears, he has more lives than a cat. So as predicted, Sean Qureshi, who would have gone for 35 runs from his 2 overs, has pulled himself out of the attack. And we're going to be having a new bowler. So Pratik, Dudhain, Pratik, he is going to be the new bowler. He's hovering around 6'1", 6'2", Victor, you think? Yeah. Yes, so he's wearing the number 6, so maybe 6 is for 6 feet. We leave him at 6 feet since he's wearing the number 6. So here he comes in right arm over the wicket. And that one is keeping a bit low. And Harris, who is on 49, watchful, came down on it at the last moment. That was just a loosener, but a dot goes into the book. A quicker one, flatter outside the off stump. This time they're running a quick single, and that's his 50. And it's been applauded. He raises the bat now, the young man. So he started off slowly, but just as the cricket should be played, he took his time and got the pace of the wicket, and now he got 50 from 39 deliveries. So Canada would be very, very impressed with that. But brings Zain into strike, and Zain is leaning back and striking this one out to the cover sweeper, and they ambles through for a run. So Zain goes up to 73, and the total is 136 for the loss of the lone wicket, 1 wicket. Short of flat, and the batsman is pulling, and he's pulling well into the gap for 4 runs. Signal comes in here now from umpire Danny Can in the approved manner, where he would have ended his signal with his hand right across his chest. Some umpires are guilty of signaling 4 runs, and at the end of it they would leave their arm out in the no ball position. But umpire Danny Can got it right. He would have signaled, and the end of his signal, his hand was touching his chest as if to say that is a 4 scorers, and it's something to be looking. You just don't want to see bat and ball. You want to take a page out of the umpire's book as well. So 140. Harris goes up to 54. He has faced some 40 deliveries, and they're setting a target. He's hitting this one in the air, and he's getting good elevation on this one. He goes all the way for 6. So they're getting the wheels turning here, Canada. So Harris has joined the party. He got his 50 even quicker than Zain. So I think they're off to the races. And they're probably saying, let us see who can get to the triple figures first. But both batsmen have settled in nicely. But the USA of A, they're not going to be lying down. They're not going to be lying flat. They're going to give it all their worth. And whatever the target is, I'm sure they're going to make a good one of it. But so far, it has gone to 146. The batsman, that one is keeping a bit low. Batsman was making room for himself. How is that is? He's showing signs of aggression. But that was a good delivery there that kept the batsman in check. And a dot goes into the book as we come to the end of over number 15. It's 146 for 1. And we'll give you a rundown here. In the very first over, we would have realized 6 runs. Over number 2, another 6 runs. Third over, 4. Fourth over, 9. 14 came from the 5th over. 6th over, 5 runs. 8 runs from the 7th. 6 runs from the 8th. 11 from the 9th. 18 from the 10th. As we bring you back to cricket. And the batsman is dancing down the track and playing a beautiful cover drive. That was beautifully driven there by Zain. And he's bringing out his repertoire of shots here at the Central Broad Regional Park. And that one is a delight to behold. And we'll probably want to see that one again. That one was all along the ground. Beautifully done. And you see it on the replay. So we're back to live action. A dot goes into the book. As Zain just played that one out in the offside. This one is a nice looping one. It's too full, and he got the treatment. It was a loosener from the youngster. He flighted it, and it was hit for the, I think, the 5 or 6 of the match so far. It was hit to the cow corner, and Zain whisked away into the 80s. He's on 83 now. So I think we can kiss who's going to be making the century first, because Harris has been kept off strike, and Zain is making full use of a few loopy deliveries here. And this time he's coming after the batsman again, after the bowler, but he can't get it past the man in the covers. That one was hit straight to him. It was sweetly timed, but hit straight to him. He's coming, and good delivery, good teasing delivery there by Sohan. So, but just 14 years of age, so he's learning his craft, and one way to do it is to be playing against players who would have been on the world stage, and Zain would have been that man. He's driving again. I think he has his license to drive today. I don't know if he had time to go to the driver's license place, but he's driving, and he's driving well. But he gets 2 for his effort here. He goes up by 2 to 85. As we come to the end of over number 16. We have 4 more overs left in this first inning. And it's running very nicely. We started a little late. But we're going to be having a final game after this. And after that, we're going to be having a presentation. The presentation is going to be on the outside. And we're hoping to see quite a number of folks coming this afternoon to witness the second game and the presentation. For the best batter, it's $1,500. The second best batter, we'll be having $1,000. For the best bowler, $1,500. For the second best bowler, would be $1,000. The best wicket keeper, he himself would get $1,000. And this is cash money, and it's going to be not Canadian dollars. It's going to be US dollars. Yes, and the best fielder, and we have 3 adjudicators around. I know Lawrence George Yagaro is one of those, and he would have been one of those who would have put this team together. Both teams, they selected the best players of the tournament. So we have a new bowler in Derek, coming from the southern end. So he's on for his 4th over. He would have bowled some 3 overs prior. He bowled 3 overs for 24 runs. He has taken a wicket. He's the lone wicket taker. That wicket seemed a very, very long time ago. He was taken in the very, very first over. He runs away from us. And he's getting this one. He didn't get it as much as he would have liked, but he got it into the cow corner. And he goes 1 bounce over the rope for 4. So Harris is getting the wheels on, getting the motor on. He goes up to 64. So Canada is setting a target here for the US of A. So you're witnessing some good cricket here. The Canadians sporting the red top, the black bottoms. They're all in black bottoms. But the USA is sporting multicolor black and red. He's coming after him and hits it in the air. And he spilled it. It would have been a nice catch, a shoestring catch. But we've seen so many catches float here today. We cannot fault the coach for the fielders not grasping the opportunities when they come to them. But the young man would have been on his second wicket. He has taken the very first one. And he had a chance there to take it. This time he's straight down the leg side. The batsman turns around the corner. This will be four. The fielder puts in the dive, but all but in vain, as 4-1 signal here by umpire Danny Can. So Zain, he's living a charmed life. He's taking his chances. He goes up to 89. So again on 85, he should have been a catch taken. But nonetheless, it's a 20-20 encounter. You've got to take your chances. And the young man is doing that. And he's going after this one. But he didn't get it in the meat of the bat. He catch the inner portion of the bat. And he ran all the way down to the deep mid-wicket. And he got one for his effort. He goes into the 90s now. He's on 90. Just 10 away from the 100. He has time. And in the meantime, Harris is keeping company. He is on 65. And Harris is coming after him, hitting it in the air, but it goes down to the cover sweeper. Wasn't a chance of getting out there. But it was overpitched. Probably he didn't do enough with it, but Harris would be keeping strike as we come to the end of over number 17. So we just have 18 more deliveries, legal deliveries that is left in this first innings. The score is 169 for 1, and a projected score here will take them over the 200 mark. And the batsmen now are showing real signs of aggression. So they're being motivated to put runs on the board as we're coming down to the last 3 overs. And at the same time, I think they're ambitious enough to get hundreds. So Zain, who is the non-striker, he is on 90. And we have Harris is on 66. He has faced some 46 deliveries. As he settled in now. And so Bat has been taken out of the attack. And we have Sunil Kumar. He's coming back. So he would have bowled some 2 overs before. 2 overs for 14 runs. Not bad going. But the batsmen now are putting in some aggression here and trying to get to that 200 mark, which is predicted. At the same time, Harris is trying to put his tallies. Playing this one outside the off stump, missing. He was charging the bowler, but it was pitched up outside the off stump. And he missed. Wicket taken there by the wicketkeeper. That one took some height after he would have passed the batsman. So Harris wondering how would a dot ball would have eluded him at this stage of the game. But the bowlers have got to get something for themselves. He bouncing this time. He's playing on the onside, not timing it as he would have liked. But the ball just trickles out to the wide mid-on. And the man from the boundary runs in, picks up. One more to the total, 170. As Harris goes up to 67. And that brings Zain, who is on 90. 2 lofty blows away from 100, a 6 and a 4. But this time, he would have represented Canada in the under 19. I can't say that enough. This time he's outside the off stump. It's called and signal wide by umpire Mohammed Ali. That was an easy call to make as he was slow. Good thinking by the bowler, but it's just that it was off target. He realized that the batsman was coming after him. He held it back, and seemed as if it was cross-seamed, and he just did not have it angled in the right direction. Ooh, a play and a miss, a good delivery, a quicker 1-2. As Zane was coming forward, he was fishing at it, and at this stage of the game, we would have witnessed some 2 dots. Okay, so just 1-1 so far coming from this over. And the wide. So 2 runs coming from it. So 1 from the bat of Harris and an extra with Sunil guilty of going outside the off stump. And this is a slow one that is hitting down to the cover sweeper. He was a slow one as well, and I thought he would have taken the batsman by surprise there because it was a full pitch, but he was already into the shot, so he had to play it in front of him, and he just got 1 for that effort. He takes his personal tally up to 91. He's faced some 55 deliveries. That brings Harris, who is showing signs of aggression, is on 67. Yes, again, he's going after it in the air, in and out the hand of the fielder at cover, and the batsmen are coming back for 2 runs. So they're not taking anything. I think that's the second one that would have been dropped by that same fielder. If we... Oh, no, that's bat. Yeah, the bowler now dropped 2 catches. So Sonny is guilty of dropping 2 catches, and this time the youngster would have followed in his fashion. He joined the party outside the off stump, but this time he's going to get 4. So Harris played that one nicely, unlike Zane with a slower one that he had to hit in front of the bat. He waited on it and just got willow on it and hit it past the man at the short third man. There is no deep third man, and once he would have got some willow on that, he ran all the way across the boundary ropes for 4. So 178 for 1 at the end of over number 18. Zane is on 91. So I think they need a replacement ball, so we're going to be sending in 1 now. Could we have someone? Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, give me the box, son. Give me the box. Give me the box. Yeah, we're having a change of ball. The umpires are waiting. Yeah, cool. Coming through, eh? Oh. Testing. All right. We just want to inform you that we have had a change of balls, and I think it will be good for 2 overs. Umpire Danny Can, just to inform you that he's the vice president of the Umpires Association of the US of A. Just want to make sure that you put in your
Oh, some improvisation here. Hey, the batsman would have go across his off stump and take one from outside the off stump. Worked it around the corner. So Zain inching away to his 100. He's 95. And the score goes up to 182. Again, we would have seen 2 centuries right on this very pitch. And we're just about 5 runs away from witnessing the 3rd. And he's swinging this one out to the deep mid wicket. They're running the first one fast, and they're going to get 2 runs easily because the fielder made a mess of that one. So he takes him up to 92 to 97. He has faced some 57 deliveries. Harris is on 73 from 50 deliveries. Outside the off stump, cracked away to the cover sweeper. They ran the first one fast, like they should, but the sweeper cover was too quick. So Zain goes up to 98, brings the hard-hitting Harris into strike. He is on 73. So here's another 2 runs. That was one from Sam. That was pitched short of a length, back of a length. The batsman was on the back foot, aiming for the cow corner. Didn't time it as sweetly as he would have liked, but he got 2 runs for his effort. Takes his personal tally up to 75 and the score up to 187. Just 1 wicket would have fallen. A few catches went away along the way. This time he's getting some willow on that, and he's getting it past the man in the short fine leg. It's running down to the boundary. The man from third man runs across, effects the stop, sends a throw in. In the meantime, the batsman would have crossed for 2 runs. So Harris is coming after young Sam there, and he's playing the French cut, as is normally known, that shot. But at this stage of the game, anything goes. We would have seen Zain improvising and getting a boundary earlier in this over. Last delivery comes in now. And he's pulling, but he's not timing it as well as he would have liked. And they're getting 2 for 2 easy runs as we come to the end of over number 19. So that's going to keep Zain on strike. He is on 98. And he has all of 6 deliveries in which to get to that 100 mark. And we can see his teammates on the edge getting ready to applaud his 100 if he gets there. But I know the USA would have different opinion. They're going to try to keep him from getting that 100. But nonetheless, he has batted well. He would have been given 1 or 2 lives, no fault of his own. The catchers, they've got to take the catches. And when they would have made the rules where the batter can leave the playing area, the batting, the pitch, and go and take his own catch, it's no fault of his. But the 20th over is about to start now. Oh, it's bowled him. Believe it or not. On 98, the young man goes. Bowled him. That was a Yorker length. My word, he's batted well all along. They were not taking the catches, so the bowler. Yes, so Sunil, he joins the party in the wicket column, and a pat there on the back of the young man. And he gets a round of applause from his teammate. Hard luck, youngster. He would have represented Canada in the under-19 on the World Cup stage. And it would have been nice to be going back with 100 on his belt to Canada. But it was not to be. But 98, I'll make 98 every day and feel good. And I'm sure that I'll be having
all kind of people banging down